Yo, what is up, guys? Quizzy Games here. This video is like a week late, so I should have put it out last week, but it's whatever. It's okay. I know you guys don't mind as long as the video is out and I talk about what I plan to talk about on the channel. So let us get into it. We are talking about E3 2019 as a whole, but before I start the video, I'm going to say I am probably going to make 7 Remake its own video. Nintendo I'm still debating on because there was a lot of Nintendo stuff that I could talk about for a long time, I think. Nintendo showed out more than I was expecting, so that is good in my opinion. But if I don't have enough to talk about, then I'll just put them in here with everything else. So let's start off with the first day, the real first day, not EA. Microsoft had a conference, and while they didn't, like, thinking back on it, I liked the conference, but they didn't have a lot that I cared about. The stuff they did have that I cared about was really, really good. Minus like Outer Worlds trailer, because it wasn't. I was already getting Outer Worlds, but the trailer didn't make me think, oh yeah, I gotta get it now. It's like, yeah, I'm still getting it, type of thing. So yeah, but yeah, let's start with Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds, I thought, was on the new Vegas engine, but it's on UE4. I guess they just decided, let's just go with what we do at New Vegas and put it on UE4, because it looks just like that one Bethesda engine, but spruced up. I could be wrong, could just be like, so, you know, like a terrible, like, looking at it wrong. But it looks good. It looks like New Vegas, and they're gonna have time to complete it this time. So New Vegas in space, sign me up. I'm ready for Outer Worlds. It looks great. I didn't look and see if they had any behind closed doors info, but it looks like New Vegas, and I'm excited to play that. That's all I can say. It'll have the stuff that I liked about New Vegas side quests, cool characters, all that stuff. So it'll be nice. Now let's get on to the next game that they had, which actually I don't think it was even the next game, but Cyberpunk 2077. As someone who does not like CD Projekt Red, actually any of their games at all, and never played Cyberpunk, the board game, tabletop game, I am very excited. I was hyped to get the game, but after E3, I'm like really excited, and it comes out in April, which is kind of sad. I thought it was gonna come out September, like that fake leak. I was hoping the fake leak was not wrong. Like, I was hoping it would be September, but it's April, and that gives them more time to work on it, so it'll be fine. The stuff that was cool that I saw on Twitter was that they're allowing you to do. They added non-binary stuff for your character. So you can just do whatever you want to your character, and I think that's really cool for everyone who is a non-binary or transgender or LGBT or whatever. That's really cool for them. So they got that feature. I'll probably still just make a dude, like I do in every game, just make like a generic black dude, and go on with that. But it's really cool that they have that kind of customization that you can add into the game. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna go cis male. The main character's name is V, and they said V V is who you create him to be. V is whatever you want. V can look like the guy on the cover. He can look like the guy in the E3 trailer we saw, which didn't have that much gameplay. But yeah, you can make V whoever you want, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. So this is I think that's really cool. Keanu Reeves was there, and that was amazing. I was not expecting that. That blew my mind, because there was a leak for it, and I was like, no way. I didn't believe it. But he's there. He's in the game, and I think this is cooler than Kojima getting Norman Reedus for Death Stranding. But he also has Mads, so it's like, Mads is awesome. I don't care about Norman Reedus that much, like I do Keanu Reeves and Mads. But yeah, it's like, this is really cool that he's going to be playing a character called Johnny Silverhand, who is apparently a key figure in the Cyberpunk universe. Like I said, I never played the tabletop game, so I have no idea who he is. But he's a ghost, a digital ghost in 2077, and he's with V on his journey. There's still no clear thing on what he's going to do, because they're not going to spoil us, but I'm happy that he's in the game. and he wasn't the first actor of choice that they had. I forgot the guy's name. I forget his name, but he seemed like a cool guy. But his first choice was not Keanu Reeves. It was other actors too, but I'm happy he went with Keanu Reeves because that is that guy. Keanu Reeves is that dude now, and he's always been that dude since he was Neo in The Matrix. But he's everywhere now, and I'm so happy for him. So this is great. And he even got on Twitter, not Twitter, on a news article and said, games don't need Hollywood actors. Hollywood actors need games. And I'm like, it's like, as the gamer nerd in me, I'm just like, oh, thank you. You understand us. So that is great. I love Keanu Reeves. He's awesome. So other thing that they have is called the cyberspace, which is a thing that digital landscape, and the core concept I'm reading off this Game Informer article is it's the fundamental of cyberpunk inspirations. Like the core concept of it is like other media that built cyberpunk as the tabletop game Cyberpunk. And they say it's full potential and almost anything is possible in cyberspace for people with the right aptitude. And I think that's where the multiplayer comes in. I don't remember if they said there's multiplayer in some way, but I think that might be how it comes into play. But I didn't watch the full gameplay demo. I didn't look at all the impressions, but I wish I did before I made this video, but I probably will after I'm done. It just sounds like it's going to be fantastic, and CD Projekt Red will finally get me to like one of their games, that minus The Witcher 3's DLC Blood and Wine. It's the only one I liked. I didn't play the other ones. I didn't like the base game, but I like Blood and Wine, so I might go back and play the other ones. I just don't like, the combat is not that great to me. But Cyberpunk looks really, really, really good. So I am very excited for Cyberpunk 2077. I didn't think I'd ever say that for a CD Projekt Red game, but I'm very excited for Cyberpunk. So yeah. Next, we have Star Wars Fallen Order. Now, the showing at EA and the showing on Microsoft's got me excited. But it was weird because, like, they didn't really show the main focus of the game, and I just found this out, is that it's basically a Metroid game, not some Uncharted story-driven. I mean, it's still story-driven and Uncharted-like, but it's basically Star Wars Metroid. You have a ship and a crew, and you can go visit planets in any order you like as you gain new abilities. It allows you to unlock new areas on other planets. In the demo, they only showed the combat, which is fine because you gotta show the combat of the game. But after hearing this, it's like the combat's the least interesting part of the game now. Why didn't you show the Metroidvania style of it? It's literally 3D Metroid. Like, other than Prime. It's literally Prime, but Star Wars. Why didn't you show this? And they showed climbing on the, I forgot the like big droid's name, AT something, in the Xbox demo, and that looks cool. But why didn't you talk about the open adventure Metroidvania styleness of the game? I don't understand that. I don't get why they didn't do that. So it sounds like it's going to be incredible. I love Metroid. I love Metroidvanias. I'm super pumped to play a Star Wars Metroidvania because I like Star Wars. Not as much. I don't love it as much as I used to, but I think this game could get me back into loving the franchise again. If they get the Metroidvania right and the combat and abilities are really cool, I think I will love this game. So after that, the next thing I cared about from Xbox was Tales of Arise. Oh my god, you guys don't understand. You probably do. Follow me on Twitter. Tales of is my favorite franchise next to Final Fantasy. It might be above Final Fantasy. I still have to work out the kinks in that because I just can't choose. But Tales of Arise, they finally stopped using the same engine they've been using since 2011. They were using it for something years. I don't know. The Zillia engine was like 2011. And they've been using it for every game after, and finally finishing off with it with Berseria and moving on to UE4. And it looks good. I remember it got leaked. people were like, "Oh, it doesn't look like a Tales game at all." I was like, I don't know. Like, it looks like a Tales game to me. The character design got leaked, and that looked incredible. They looked great, and this trailer looked awesome. It just looks like Tales with a budget. The giant monster battle that was in the trailer, the atmosphere of the world that we saw, it just looks like they're going all out. Those 3 years of silence on the next Tales game have not gone to waste. I think I'm gonna like this thing where companies just sit, like, don't say anything. They just don't say anything for a long time, like 3-4 years. They don't say anything, and then they come out with greatness. I need more of that with my RPG developers. Like, in the wait time release a remaster or something like Tales did, like they released Vesperia remaster while we waited for Tales of Arise to be shown. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait for Tales of Arise. And we got the names at Tales of Fest. Let me look this up. Their names are Alphen, which is the dude with the armor and mask, and Shihone, I probably said that wrong, is the Lila-looking girl, and both look great. And God, the combat looks so good, and we'll learn about other party members later, because the game's not launching until 2020. That's fine. And we don't know who the composer is, which is weird because usually it's Motoi Sakuraba. So I'm wondering if he's still on, or if they're replacing with someone. And if they're replacing with anyone, I hope it's Go Shina, because Go Shina did the dungeon music in Zestiria, which was fantastic, and he did the music for Legendia, which was also fantastic. So please give me more Go Shina music in my Tales games, and I will love you forever, Bamco. I mean, I already do. Like, I buy almost everything you make. I gotta stop that, because, like, they don't really make that many good anime games anymore. But Tales never fails me, so I will always love a good Tales game. Never been upset with Tales before. I've loved every single one, minus Fantasia, but I'll get back to that eventually. But anyway, enough about that. Elden Ring was there. Elden Ring is the new FromSoft game that's made by George R.R. Martin also. Looks cool, just CG, so it's nothing really I can talk about, but it looks interesting. So yeah, that's cool. Next is Phantasy Star Online 2. Oh my god, it's finally coming over. I think it's because of Phil Spencer talked with Sega, but it's finally here, and I'm just so happy that we're finally getting the game here. We've been waiting a long time, since 2012, I think. Like, there's so much that's happened since they said it would come west. Still not for Europe yet, which is sad for my European dudes, but I'm so happy. And it's gonna be on Xbox One and PC at first, and then they're gonna put it on PS4, and I assume the Switch Cloud version will also come here, but I'm probably just gonna stick to my PC or PS4 version. And I don't know if that's because of Phil Spencer too, but it's really good. It's really good that they're finally bringing it over, and I'm very happy. That was like one of my favorite announcements from the entire show. And last but not least, from Xbox, that I was very excited for, is Halo Infinite. And I'm excited, but they didn't really show any gameplay. And it's supposed to launch next year with the Scarlet. I'm kind of sad that they didn't show any gameplay, just like in-engine cutscenes, which is cool, but you might as well just brought a tech demo, which it technically just basically was a tech demo, and it didn't look that much better than an Xbox One X game. So I'm trying to see, like, what's the big difference in graphical fidelity. Probably isn't that much, but it didn't look that crazy. It looked like Halo. I'm excited because I like Halo, even if it's 343. I didn't like 5 that much. I liked 4, but 5 was okay. So yeah, next we have Bethesda, who Bethesda was they were something, man. they were something. So what I cared about from them were two things. Ghostwire Tokyo, which is by Shinji Mikami, and so the first game that they had that I care about was Ghostwire Tokyo, which is directed by Shinji Mikami, and creative director is Ikumi Nakamura, who's like really cute on stage. So I'm happy that she was there to like, her and Shinji were there to make like that press conference tolerable, but they didn't stay up there long because Ghostwire Tokyo had like only CG. They were talking about all the info from it. I forgot all the info, but it looks cool. The CGI is really nice, and it gets me excited to see what kind of game they're making. I'm pretty sure it's still horror. I think it's still horror, like The Evil Within, but it's cool. It's a cool idea. I like the idea. I just hope we see gameplay next year at E3. It's kind of sad we gotta wait till E3 next year to see it, but I guess that'll mean Bethesda will have a good E3 because they have to show Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, this, and that one game from, I forget, the dudes who made Prey, Arcane, yeah, Arcane Studios. So that's cool. Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo was like one of the best things about that. The entire segment was cool. And Doom Eternal, which looks fantastic. The gameplay looks awesome. And I think the story is Doom guys fighting archangels, because he killed demons and they couldn't have their war. Their apocalyptic war. So that's gonna be fun. The platform looks good. Or platforming, quote unquote, where you use like the wires to hookshot everything. It's awesome. It looks great. So I'm very happy about Doom Eternal. Thank you for whenever that comes out. I think October? Could be wrong. I think it's October. But it looks great. That is like the only things that I care about from Bethesda. Other than that, they were just like the worst show there, easily. They were whack. Ubisoft wasn't much better, because it was just Tom Clancy featuring Ubisoft, and only game that had slight interest was the Watch Dogs Legions, and that Watch Dogs Legions looks cool. I'm not getting it because it comes out the same week as 7 Remake, but it looks cool. I guess I might pick it up later. So Ubisoft was just like there. They had a dog, which was a cute dog. I don't even remember why they have the dog up there. I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't remember Ubisoft's conference. Oh, I remember they ended off with a game called Gods and Something, done by the Assassin's Creed team, so they're finally working on something different. But I just, it looked like a game. And they ended it off with that, which is weird. So yeah, Ubisoft they existed. But what saved E3 for me was, well, until Square Enix happened, was Microsoft's conference, which I felt was a good conference. So I can't really say this E3 was bad up until this point, because I really enjoyed Microsoft's conference. But I didn't enjoy the ones that came after, minus Square. And we'll get on to Square right now, as they showed some stuff I care about. They showed, before I get to the stuff I really care about, they showed Crystal Chronicles HD, which has no date, but it's still coming this year. And they had Final Fantasy Tactics War something, but it's a mobile game, or Brave Exvius Tactics War or something, and it looks good. But I hate playing mobile games, so I don't know if I'm gonna play it. But it looks good. I haven't played the original Tactics yet. I'm going to, but this looks good for a mobile game. So that's really sad. I don't like mobile games that much. But I'll try it out, like I did Brave Exvius, and probably stop playing after a while. Cause I don't like spending money on gacha games, which I'm sure they'll make me do to get good units. But it's a really neat idea, and I wish they'd make a console tactics game, but we will probably never have it. At least for the Switch, man. At least for the Switch. If you don't want to go full budget, come on, make a Switch game or World of Final Fantasy style it. Like, just come on, give me a tactics game. So yeah, those two things I care about. They saved the best stuff. They're like two of their best announcements at Nintendo, which is really weird. But yeah, they also showed a new IP called Outriders something. And I have no idea what it is, so I can't really get excited. I thought they were going to show gameplay because they were hyping it up on Twitter. But we have no idea what it is, so I can't get excited. Didn't even look that interesting. So yeah, but while Square had some like meh announcements, that War of the Lions and Crystal Chronicles Kill HD was really good, along with 7 Remake, which we'll talk about in 7 video. And Final Fantasy VIII Remaster is finally happening. It's finally happening. And I'm so upset because I just beat it earlier this year. I beat the PC version with some mods earlier this year. And they're remastering it, which is basically like, it looks like a tiny remake. Because they're building it from the ground up. They found the source code. I'll put the picture on Twitter. On the video if I can find it. If I can't, I remember the tweet where the guy had the source code from the PC version at 70-80% done. So they didn't have the entire, game, the entire master. They had 80% done or master. And they put in new models. I saw some people upset that they're using the Dissidia art style Squall, and I could care less because I love how Squall looks in Dissidia. He looks amazing. I love how Squall looks in Dissidia. So they're using those models. I assume they're reanimating everything because I think what I heard is that the animations are hard-coded to the model. That's why there's no model mods in 8PC. There's only texture mods to make everything look better. So they're remodeling and reanimating every model in that game. I don't think they're redoing backgrounds. I think they're going to use an AI thingy. Like people have made AI upscale of 8 and 7's PC background, and it upscaled them to 4K. I hope that this remaster is doing the same thing, because I don't think it's possible to get these backgrounds any other way. You can't remake them because that technology is gone, I think. So they're probably going to upscale with an AI and put it at 4K. It just looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Next, after a remaster, they showed the same trailer they showed on the orchestra, because this was not supposed to leak, but it did, so they uploaded it early. Was KH3 Reminds DLC trailer. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that it was gonna be the exact same trailer that they showed the orchestra on Saturday. I knew that was gonna happen. So it was disappointing that, oh, I saw this already. But I didn't talk about it on Saturday when it came out, so I'll talk about it now. And I am very excited for this DLC. Oathkeeper form looks awesome. I love the design of it. Its moveset looks awesome. They're adding, I think it's a new scenario where you play as everyone else but Sora in the Keyblade Graveyard, which is amazing. And they added new cutscenes that connect to some secret reports, which is young Xehanort going out to see the world before and coming back to talk to his master, who I assume is the Master of Masters. So that's going to be really, really good. I am so excited for this DLC. Oh my god, I love KH3 so much. Even with its gameplay flaws and its critical mode being obnoxiously hard for no reason. I don't care about any of that. I love Kingdom Hearts 3 to death, and this DLC is going to make it so much better than it already was. The Remind DLC is going to be incredible, dude. Oh my god. I can't wait. I can't wait. Remind. It's gonna be amazing. Thank you, Tayasue, Nomura, and the rest of Osaka team. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, enough about me gushing about KH3. Let's get on to Avengers, the last game they showed, which was interesting. The trailer we saw was like weird, those weird ass gameplay cuts to cutscene, which was stupid. I don't know who directed that trailer, but they did not do a good job directing that trailer at all, because the day after, Maximilian Dude was talking about how good it looked like it played, while others were saying it doesn't look good at all, or it looks okay. Max was hyping it up, saying it looks really cool and could be Spider-Man PS4 tier of a game. So I wish we got to see that demo, but it looks like everyone has their own unique specials, and that Thor combat looked like God of War. Like, that little snippet we saw of Thor looks cool, and the Hulk looks cool. Everything looks cool. Like, those little snippets of gameplay, I'm upset they were little snippets and not the full game, but it looks fun, and I'm very happy with what I heard from Max. Kind of worried with what I heard from everyone else, but I think the game will be good. I don't think it'll be as bad as some are worried about, and I think they can improve over time, because it doesn't come out till May. So I think by the time it comes out, it'll be a good game. So, I mean, obviously it's gonna go gold like a month ahead, so like April. But I think they can get all the kinks worked out by April. We have like 10 months. 10, 11 months until it comes out, so I'm not too worried. I think it'll be fine. Alright, so I am going to make Nintendo a separate video, and Square and Final Fantasy VII Remake a separate video. So I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy those videos too. Peace from Quizzy Games, everybody.